I was chowing down on a burger at my desk in the Albuquerque field office when the text hit my phone like a sucker punch. Cleared out your old stuff from the guest room. Finally ditched that junk you forgot about. I froze. Ketchup dripping onto my keyboard. That junk was everything I'd stashed there during a quick stay last month when my condo got hit by a flash flood from those New Mexico monsoons. But the follow-up message turned my blood to ice. Just some old clothes, papers, and that busted laptop. No big deal. No big deal? My fingers trembled as I shot back. Which laptop? The black one that won't boot up. Chill out. It was trash anyway. I shoved my chair back so hard it banged against the cubicle wall, drawing stares from my team. Everything all right? Riley, my partner. Agent Torres asked from across the room. Family stuff, I muttered, grabbing my badge and heading for the secure line. Gotta make a call. The door to the comms room hissed shut behind me, sealing me in with my rising panic. That laptop wasn't busted. It was locked down tighter than a vault in Vegas, with a 16-digit passphrase and fingerprint scan. Inside, 3 years of sensitive files on a massive cyber fraud ring that had siphoned off $38 million from banks across the Southwest. Witness statements, undercover ops details, evidence that had kept me up nights in stakeouts from Phoenix to El Paso. Lives were on the line, including mine. And now my mom had hawked it for pocket change on Craigslist to some random buyer. I dialed her on the encrypted line. She picked up on the second ring, her voice all sunshine and oblivious. Riley. Honey, we're just firing up the grill for Sunday barbecue. Your sister's here with the kids. Wish you could join. Mom, I said, keeping my tone even, like I was questioning a suspect. Where's the laptop now?
Oh.
That old thing. Sold it this morning to a nice young guy for $450. Can you believe it? For something that doesn't even turn on. Thought I was being smart. Clearing space. My gut twisted. What's the buyer's name? A beat of silence. I didn't catch it. He messaged on Craigslist. Showed up quick with cash. Why the third degree? I leaned against the wall.
Forcing calm.
Listen close.
Mom.
That wasn't my personal laptop. It's government property, FBI issue. You've broken federal law. She chuckled, like I'd cracked a bad joke. Riley Hayes. Don't get all dramatic on me. It was in your room. I figured it was yours to ditch. You figured wrong, I snapped. My FBI training kicking in to keep me from yelling. I'm alerting my unit. Don't delete any messages. Don't touch anything else.
Got it.
Riley. I was just helping tidy up. No need to. I hung up and called my boss. Special Agent in Charge Valdez. Hayes. It's Sunday. Better be urgent, sir. Major breach. My classified laptop from Operation Desert Shadow got sold by a relative 2 hours ago. All files are on it. Silence. Then, address.
Now.
I'm scrambling the team. 15 minutes later, I rolled up to my folks' ranch outside Santa Fe, trailing 3 unmarked SUVs that boxed in the driveway like a roundup. Mom was on the wraparound porch, arms crossed, face like she'd seen a ghost. Dad stood beside her, his cowboy hat tilted back, looking more pissed than a steer in a storm. My sister, Megan, and her husband, Jake, were by the grill, kids playing in the yard, all staring wide-eyed at the agents fanning out. I stepped out, badge clipped to my belt. Agent Ramirez met me first. Perimeter secure. Hayes. Your mom's not cooperating much. That's her style, I said under my breath. Where's Valdez? Inside. Pulling Craigslist logs. Tracing the buyer. Mom marched down the steps, voice pitching up. Riley, what in tarnation is this? Why are feds swarming our place? I brushed past, following Ramirez. Dad grabbed my shoulder. Hold up.
Kiddo.
Your mom made an honest slip. No call for this circus. I stopped, meeting his eyes.
Dad.
She sold FBI property with classified intel. This ain't a slip, it's a felony under 18 U.S.C. Section 641. Theft of government stuff. Up to 10 years. Megan gasped, hand over her mouth. 10 years? Riley, you're scaring us. Tell Em it's a mix-up. It ain't, I said, pulling free. She didn't own it. Didn't ask. Just sold it 'cause she thought it was clutter. Valdez emerged from the guest room, phone in hand. He was a no-nonsense vet from the border wars, mid-50s, with a mustache that screamed authority. MS. Hayes, he addressed Mom.
I'm Setze Valdez.
FBI's Cyber Division. Your daughter's my lead on major cases. He let that hang. That laptop holds sensitive data on a fraud ring hitting Western banks hard. Buyer's phone's dark. Could be he knows what he's got. Mom blanched. Sensitive? Riley just does computer work. Boring desk stuff. I'm a special agent, I corrected. 6 years in. That drive's got everything on a $38 million scam. Witness IDs. Agent covers. 3 years of blood.
Sweat.
And close calls. Jake stood. Mouth agape. You work for the FBI? Since when? Since Quantico. I kept it quiet for OPSC, family safety.
Valdez eyed Mom.
Whether you knew or not, you sold federal property. Could endanger lives. Cost millions more. But I didn't know. Mom protested. Tears welling. Riley.
Doing.
Ignorance ain't a shield, I said, the words stinging even me. You assumed.
Mom.
Always do. Never call first. You never pick up. Too busy for us. Busy keeping folks safe from hackers who ruin lives. Ramirez interrupted. Buyer traced. College kid. Tyler Brooks. Dorm in Albuquerque. Teams rolling. Valdez nodded. Hayes. You're with them. To Mom. You'll come in for questioning. Dad stepped up. Now hang on, she's no criminal. She sold classified gear, Valdez said flatly. We're resolving this. But charges possible. Megan tugged my arm. Cease. Don't let Em haul Mom off. We're family. I looked at her, the one who'd borrowed my truck last year and wrecked the fender without a sorry. Family respects property. Let go. I got a job to do. Tyler's dorm was a chaotic mess in a rundown building off Route 66, smelling like stale pizza and energy drinks. Ramirez. 2 agents. And I flanked the door. Footsteps shuffled inside. Ramirez pounded. FBI. Open up. Tyler Brooks. The door creaked open to a lanky 20-something with bedhead and a gaming tee. His eyes bugged at the badges. I didn't do nothing wrong. We need to talk about the laptop you bought today, Ramirez said. Tyler backed up, letting us in. The place was a tech graveyard, parts everywhere, screens flickering. And there, on his desk, was my laptop. Charger plugged in. You power it up? I asked, stepping forward. He shook his head. Tried. But it wanted a code and a thumb scan. Figured I'd wipe it for parts later. Relief hit me like a cool desert breeze. I gripped the desk to steady myself. No files opened?
Couldn't.
Security was nuts. I flashed my badge. Special Agent Riley Hayes. That's FBI property you bought stolen. Stolen? The lady on Craigslist said it was her daughter's junk. Paid $450 cash. I billed Riggs. Thought it'd be salvage. He fumbled for his phone. Showing the ad. Mom's profile pic from Megan's wedding. All smiles. Something twisted in me. Ramirez booted the laptop. FBI seal popped up. Then the lock screen. Hayes. I typed the passphrase. Scan my print. Desktop loaded, files untouched. Operation Desert Shadow. Intact. Thank heavens, I murmured. Ramirez turned to Tyler. You're clear, bought in good faith. But we need your statement. Am I arrested? Nah, I said softer. But the seller? She's in hot water. Back at the ranch 2 hours later. The place looked like a Fed convention. Vehicles everywhere. Neighbors gawking from their fences. Phones out like it was a Wild West showdown. Mom sat in an SUV. Face streaked with tears. Dad argued with an agent nearby. Megan and Jake huddled on the porch. Kids sent inside. I approached Valdez with the bagged laptop. Secure?
Sir. No breach.
Solid work. Hayes. He glanced at Mom. On charges. I exhaled. Legally, it's theft. But intent shaky, she didn't know. Still, reckless as hell. Valdez nodded. Could be endangerment under federal guidelines. But family tie complicates it. Dad hustled over. Riley.
Please. Your mom's sorry.
Can't we fix this quiet like? I met his gaze. The man who taught me to ride horses, but never asked about my desk job. If I'd lost that laptop on a stakeout, I'd be canned. Dad.
OPSEC is no joke.
But she's kin. Which is why I'm stepping back. Valdez decides. Valdez shut his notebook. We'll release her with a warning. But it's on record. Any background check flags it.
Plus.
Mandatory federal awareness class and $4,500 fine, close to what she got for it. Megan yelped. $4,500? For a laptop? For risking national security, Valdez corrected. She's lucky. If accessed, it'd be prison time. Agents helped Mom out. She tottered toward me. Riley, say it's a mistake. Forgive me. Can't.
Mom.
You assumed again my stuff. My life. I was decluttering.
No.
Controlling. Big difference. Dad wrapped an arm around her. Show some heart. Kid. Hearts mean not pushing charges. That's mercy. Megan grabbed me. Where blood help out. Blood don't sell each other's gear. Or mock their jobs. I pulled away, heading to the SUV. Mom called. When'll we see you?
Dunno.
Need space to reckon with trust. 3 days on. In Valdez's office. We pored over the report. Text confirmed. No leaks. Operation Desert Shadow rolled on. You kept cool. Hayes. Impressive with family involved. Thanks. Sir. How's home? I eyed the missed calls. Mom, 14. Megan, 9. Dad, 5.
Ignored Ingo. Messy.
They get the FBI part now. But not the weight. Secrets protect 'em, too. Ain't the secrets hut. It's them thinkin' my work small potatoes 'cause I don't brag like Megan's real estate gigs. He slid over a new laptop. Beefed up security. Don't leave this at the ranch. I chuckled weakly. Chained to me? Sir. That's Sunday. No barbecue for me. Stayed late tracing leads. Phone buzzing ignored. Torres poked in. Still grindin'? Families do Sundays. Mine sells classified tech on Craigslist.
He winced. Rough.
But you played it straight. Protocol first. Had to. Even for Mom. 2 weeks later. Mom paid the fine. Then called sobbing. It's done. Riley.
Can we talk?
About what?
I'm sorry.
Want my girl back. In the parking lot.
Iba cię zuszła.
Mom. You never saw the real me.
What?
Assumed I was just tinkering with computers. Never dug deeper. I supported you. Opinions ain't support. Silence. When do you turn so hard? Clear. Not hard. Come Sunday? Fix us. I'll mull it. Sunday rolled in. I drove to the ranch. Knots in my stomach. New laptop locked at the office. Mom opened the door. Eyes puffy. Smile shaky. You came. Said I'd think. Inside. Table set fancy. Like for Megan's closings. Dad by the mantle. Megan and Jake tense.
Iset.
Scanning exits. Habit from ops. We owe you sorries, Dad started. For the laptop. Assumptions. Treating you like a kid. I waited. Megan cleared her throat. Looked up FBI cyber work. Dangerous stuff. We didn't know. Didn't ask. Assumed secrecy meant nothing special. Mom wrung her hands. Why sell it? Assumed worthless. I stood. Boundaries time. Listen or I'm gone. Nods all around. 1. Works off limits. No details.
No visits.
Accept or no deal.
Pause.
2. My stuff sacred.
No to učin.
Sellin'. Assume it's vital. 3. Respect my time. Busy means savon lives. Not dodgin'. Dad nodded. We can. Sorry we didn't trust your reasons. Shoulda, I said.
Sitting.
Megan asked, what exactly you do? Track hackers stealin' millions from folks like us. Build cases.
Testify.
Protect. Room went quiet. That laptop? $38 million fraud ring. Almost lost it all. Mom teared up. Dad hugged her. We get it now. Dinner was stiff but polite. Mom asking about my condo. Dad on ranch chores. Megan subdued about her sales. No jabs at my boring job. I dipped early. Pleading fatigue. Mom hugged tight. Next week. If no crisis. Work first. First time she meant it. 3 months later. Operation Desert Shadow wrapped. 15 arrests. $38 million recovered. Network dismantled. Hit the wires, Valdez at the podium. Our team commended inside. Mom called post-presser. That your case? The big fraud bust. Can't confirm active ones. But it's done. Arrests made. I smiled. Yeah.
Mine.
3 years. And I nearly wrecked it. But didn't. We saved it.
Sadi.
Honey. I know. Family barbecues shifted to monthly. I showed when possible. No questions asked. They respected the veil now. Even if full understanding stayed out of reach.
Op SEC meant secrets.
But the respect? That bridged the gap. It wasn't flawless. Old habits died hard in the West's wide-open spaces, but we'd turned a corner. Mom started bragging to her book club about my important government role, vague as it was. Dad nodded proud when news hit. Megan even asked for advice on a shady online deal once, trusting my expertise. One evening, post-arrest debrief. Valdez pulled me aside. Hayes, that family mess? Handled like a pro. But you changed the ending, pushed for leniency. More humane that way.
Sir.
Charges would have shattered, and without fixin' the root. He nodded. Smart. Lesson in boundaries. Not bars. Back home. Under starry skies. I pondered the light moral. Family ain't about knowin' every secret, but trustin' the ones kept. Revenge?
Nah.
Growth sweeter. Yet. Echoes lingered. Mom's assumption had roots in our dusty upbringing, her pushing us kids to settle down like she had on the ranch. Dad's quiet pride in tangible work, like fixing fences over digital hunts. Megan's flashy successes always stole the spotlight. But the laptop fiasco? It forced a reckoning. I started sharing snippets, non-classified tales of wins. Like nailing a scammer preying on seniors in Tucson. They listened, eyes wide. No more dismissals. One barbecue. Under the cottonwoods. Mom pulled me aside. Riley, I get why you kept quiet. Protecting us.
Yeah. But selling that.
I was blind. We all were. In ways. She hugged me. Proud of you. Agent. First time she called me that. The drama faded, replaced by tentative bonds. No full revenge, just a family learning to see each other clear. Like the western horizon after a storm. As months turned, I mentored Tyler, the kid who'd bought the laptop. Turned out he was a whiz. Interning now with our tech team. Thanks for not busting me, he said once. Lesson learned. Ask more questions. We all could use that. The humane twist? Instead of charges, Mom volunteered at a local cybersafety workshop, teaching folks about online risks. Paid her debt forward. Dad even upgraded the ranch's Wi-Fi security on my advice. But the real shift hit during a family crisis. Megan's husband Jake got phished, losing savings to a scam mirroring my cases. She called frantic. Riley, help. I walked M through reporting, recovery, using bureau channels without spilling secrets. See why I do this? Megan nodded.
Yeah.
You're the hero we didn't know we had. No gloating, just quiet satisfaction. The old pain? It's softened, teaching us all, assumptions erode foundations. But forgiveness rebuilds M stronger. In the end, that text didn't destroy us, it rebuilt. We gathered under New Mexico stars, sharing stories, respecting silences. The lesson? In the vast West, space ain't just land. It's room to grow, to trust without full sight. And that's what family becomes when drama meets humanity. Wait. But the story wasn't over. A loose end nagged. What if the buyer hadn't been innocent? In my line, paranoia saves lives. So I dug discreetly. Tyler checked out clean, but it sparked a side op. Turned out, the fraud ring had feelers out for leaks. My lost laptop could have been bait if not recovered fast. Valdez commended the hunch. Your family's blunder sharpened our edge. Irony? Mom's mistake indirectly tightened our net. Family dinners evolved. Less assumption. More curiosity. Tell us what you can, Dad said one night. I shared a redacted tale of busting a ring in Vegas. Eyes lit up. No more selling stuff. Instead, they asked before borrowing a tool. Boundaries held, but warmth flowed. The humane ending? Not punishment, but understanding. Mom's fine became a family fund for cyber ed classes. We all learned, revenge burns bridges, compassion builds M. Yet, deep down, a sliver of drama lingered. What if next time? But that's the West, unpredictable as a flash flood. We navigated. Stronger. Flash forward 6 months. Operation Desert Shadow's ripple effects hit home. A victim from the fraud ring, a rancher in Arizona like Dad, reached out via the Bureau's tip line, thanking us for recovering his life savings. I shared the anonymized note at dinner. This is why, I said. Mom teared up. We almost stopped that. But we didn't. Team effort, in a weird way. Laughter broke the tension. First real since the incident. The mystery element deepened when an encrypted email pinged my secure inbox. Thanks for the heads up on the laptop sale. Elliot? No, Tyler was Tyler. I traced it, bounced off servers in the ring's old haunts. Was the buyer a plant? Paranoia spiked. I looped in Valdez. Could be a test. We ran a sting. Fake leak. Baited hook. Nabbed a low-level hacker trying to buy compromised FBI gear on the dark web. Tied back to remnants of the ring. My family's mistake had flushed him out. Hayes. Your mom's sale was unwitting honeypot, Valdez joked. Don't tell her. I didn't, but it added layers to our drama. At the ranch, I hinted. That fiasco helped close loose ends. Dad raised a beer. To unintended heroes. Humane twist, instead of bitterness. It bonded us. Mom started a community group on online safety, turning regret to action. Paying it forward, she said. Legal clarity came in waves. Valdez explained to the family, at my request, the statutes. 18 U.S.C. Section 641 covers theft. But without intent, it's civilish. Warning sufficed. They nodded, absorbing. No more assumptions about just a laptop. Megan even joked, next time, I'll call before touching your coffee mug. Boundaries stuck. But the heart? That's where humanity shone. One night, stargazing on the porch, Dad opened up. Always thought your job was safe.
Desk-bound.
Scared me learnin' otherwise. It's risky, but worth it. Proud.
Kid.
Sorry we didn't see sooner. Hugs replaced arguments. The lesson whispered, families falter, but empathy mends. Yet, Trin Tam lingered, a tip from Tyler. Heard chatter about a similar sale in Texas. I investigated. Another agent's gear fenced. Coincidence?
No, inside job.
My case cracked it. Corrupt tech support leaking devices. Arrests followed. My promo sealed. Your personal drama honed your instincts, Valdez said. Family evolved. Monthly check-ins.
No praying.
Moms sent care packages, non-perishables. Respecting my on-the-go life. Megan consulted on real estate scams. Jake fixed my truck gratis. Small wins built trust. The new endings light lesson? In the American West's rugged terrain, life's like a trail. Assumptions lead to cliffs. But turning back with grace finds the path. No heavy revenge, just growth, forgiveness, a dash of mystery keeping us vigilant. One final twist. At a family reunion, Aunt Clara, Dad's sister from Wyoming, pulled me aside. Heard about the laptop kerfuffle. Reminds me of when your grandma sold Pop's old rifle. Turned out historical. Laughter. But yours saved lives.
Yeah.
Boundaries matter. She nodded. And family too. As sun set over the mesas, I felt peace. The story wasn't destruction. It was rebirth. Humane. Legal sharp. Western clothes. We weren't perfect, but we were real. To flesh, the psychological toll hit hardest post-incident. Nights.
Idebaka shurin.
Dreaming of breached files. Exposed agents. Therapy via bureau counselor helped. Family betrayal cuts deep. Process it.
I did.
Journaling the emotions. Anger at assumptions. Hurt from undervaluation. Relief at recovery. Shared bits with Mom over coffee. No work details. Just feelings. Felt invisible, I admitted.
Oh. Honey, she said. We saw.
But wrongly. Breakthrough. Socially. Neighbors whispered. Santa Fe's small. Feds at the Hayes Ranch. But it passed. Turning to respect. Riley's the real deal. Boosted my confidence. Drama peaked when a reporter sniffed the story. Anonymous tip. FBI agents mom sells classified laptop. I shut it down via channels, op SEC. But it taught. Ripples spread. Humane response? Briefed family on discretion. Loose lips sink ships. They got it. Mystery resolved with a hacker bust. Leader confessed targeting careless agents. My case?
Foiled em.
Promotion to lead investigator followed. At home. Celebrated quietly, steaks on the grill. To Riley, Dad toasted. Our guardian. The ending's moral lightened. Trust builds bridges over chasms of misunderstanding. In our Western saga, we crossed. Years blurred. But the laptop saga became family lore, told with chuckles now. Not tears. Remember when Mom played accidental spy? Megan teased at holidays. Mom rolled eyes. Lesson learned. Ask first. It humanized us. Stripping pretenses. Legally, her record stayed clean post-class. No flags on checks. Dodged a bullet, Dad said. Psychologically, growth bloomed. I opened more, shared declassified wins. Like thwarting a ransomware hit on a local hospital. They beamed. That's my girl. No more underestimating. The drama's revenge? Subtle. Their pride in me. Earned through fire. A new chapter. I met Alex. A fellow agent from Denver. Kept him from family till solid boundaries. When introduced, Mom grilled lightly. What can you tell us? Respect shown. Wedding on the ranch? Serene. Under pinyon pines. Vows included. Trust in secrets kept for love. The light lesson endured. In life's mysteries. Family drama tests. But humanity, forgiveness, clarity prevails. Western grit meets heart. One last Trin-Tam, a cold case linked back, similar fraud pre-laptop. My files cracked it. Arrests made headlines. Mom clipped the article. My daughter's work. Framed it. Full circle. We gathered often. Under vast skies. Bonds unbreakable. The story? Not end. But evolution. Humane. Just. Close as the horizon. Reflecting. The American West's essence infused our tale. Vast landscapes mirroring emotional expanses. From Santa Fe's adobe to Albuquerque's buzz. Settings grounded us. Cultural nods. Barbecues over rodeos. Craigslist over markets. Laws crisp as desert air. Social psych deepened. Assumptions stemmed from generational gaps. Boomers valuing visible labor. Me in invisible digital wars. Therapy unpacked. Validate feelings. Set limits. Did wonders. Final drama. A family emergency. Megan's kid hacked online. I guided recovery.
No charge.
Aunt Riley saves the day. Reinforced. Expertise matters. Endings humane glow. No villains. Just humans learning. Lesson. Empathy turns betrayal to bond. In our story, that's the win.